Abberossa had already fallen when I was born. To us, it was only a conquered land, a distant territory from an ancient world, desert lands, rare green valleys, and cities carved from stone. Before our arrival, it had been ruled by a king who believed the land belonged to him. There was no paper money in those days, no numbers, no contracts. Power was measured in gold, in jewels, in treasures hidden deep inside caverns. My people were called the Sultanists. We came with armies. We declared war. The king of Abberossa was defeated. He was killed, and the land was taken. But conquest was never enough. One by one, we expanded. Village after village, desert settlements, mountain strongholds, forgotten places buried in sand and rock. We took the lands, we took the gold, we emptied the caverns and claimed their riches. We installed new rulers and called it order. I was born into that empire. I grew up believing this was justice, that fear was necessary, that silence meant peace. My name is Silvana. I watched oppression become routine. I watched cruelty become law, and I learned to survive by obeying. Then his name began to circulate. Emir. At first, he was only a threat, a rebel, an enemy of the empire. He was the first to refuse our rule. He became a scout. He crossed the desert lands in secret. He entered conquered villages and whispered a dangerous word: resistance. They fought with what they had: spears, swords, bows, their bodies. Emir was known for his bow, but he fought just as fiercely face to face, because he did not fight to conquer, he fought to reclaim. That is when curiosity replaced certainty. He was captured, he was tortured, and I was ordered to look away. Instead, I watched. In his silence, I saw something I had never been taught: resolve, not hatred, not greed, but purpose. That was the moment I chose. I betrayed the empire I was born into. I gave him the truth, and I gave him his escape. While war consumed the land, I turned against my own blood. From within, I broke the Sultanists' power. Abberossa was reclaimed. The conquered villages were freed. When Emir stood before the Sultanist king, he did not choose death. He chose justice. The king was imprisoned for life, stripped of gold, stripped of power, stripped of the world he tried to own. Emir became king of Abberossa, the youngest of his time, and I stood beside him, not as a sultanist, not as an enemy, but as his queen.